feel friends within the heart. These 9 personalities feel that they are strengthened, nurtured, nourished consciously. The sadhaka in us and below him, the Vairagi, the Lokasevaka, the Dharmasapaka, the Bhakta, the Shishya, the Jignasu, the Mumukshu, the Shrota. One by one. Are we the Jignasu? Is our wanting to know the truth stronger? Are we the Mumukshu? Is our desire to get freed from Upadhi Bandhanam stronger? Are we true Bhaktas of God? Is our Nirantara Smarana, Upasana, Samarpana to the Lord happening or not? Are we the true Shishyas with Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada and proper Guru Upasadanam every day and fulfilling ourselves as a Shishya through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyas? How much deep sincere is the Shrota in us? How much sincere is the Dharma Premi Sthapaka in us by practice and teaching or preaching? How much is our Loka Sevaka in us, the attitude? Finally, is the uh, Vairagi in us, Viragi in us clear, or still he has got so much Raga Dvesha to the world? Let these Nava Ratna be strengthened in us. So too, the Pancha Anugrahas of Parabrahma Tattva to reveal, of Ishvara to remove Maya, of Devatas to replenish all our powers and energies, of Gurus to re-educate us every moment, of the Shastras to remind us of our goal and means. May our hearts be filled only with these things. That too, not with the tamoguna of mudhata, not with the rajoguna of kshiptata or ekagrata, vikshiptata, but with shuddha satguna of always ekagrata. Means there is always full conspicuous alertness within ourselves about our 9 identities, 5 sources of inspiration, and using all of that, we are consciously doing only sadhana to reach Paramatma every moment. Rest all is secondary to us. It keeps on happening the way it has to happen. Let all our Shastra Dhenam lead us to this level. May all the Gurus, Devatas whom we remember worship do so with this Sankalpa stronger. Let this application reach to them. May they say Tadhastu, and let us enjoy every moment of our life in this type of life. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhihi Purvam पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओमापदाम् अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ॐ कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम्। ॐ यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधानीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणादभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहम्। यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् सिसृक्षुर्जगत् तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं दभस्वि मुकुटा अलङ्कारचिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्याम् इव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात्। यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्री वशिष्ठ महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री विश्वामित्र महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री वामदेव महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री भारद्वाज महर्षये नमः। ओम समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्यस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त विशेषतः योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण उक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तेषामुक्तसाधनानाम् अनुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परायाः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगति विश्वशान्तिकल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां संस्थानाम् आश्रमाणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां साधकानां भक्तसेवक उपासकानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यतानां साधनानां प्राप्ति समस्त भक्ति उद्वेग उत्साह प्रेरणादि प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन अवगाहन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि प्रणीत योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य श्री रामचंद्र श्री वशिष्ठ संवाद रूपस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं तेषां कृपया मुक्त्यै वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि प्रणीत योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं शांति प्रार्थना मंत्राः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम अथ नवमः सर्गः। Friends, we have seen in the 8th sarga the request of Dasharatha ji to leave spare Rama, not to ask for, not to take. So he has got his own explanations, logics, etc. But Sri Rama is an avatara, came for Vishwa Loka Kalyana. In that way, every jiva, even though he is not as big as an avatara, but has come with the abilities, talents, whatever given, for not only for one set of people, either called as the parents or children or family members or any friends. No, they come for the clearing of prarabdha, they come for clearing of tirunanubandha, they come for serving the totality with their talents as told by the Lord, they also come for their own spiritual evolution. Keeping all these in mind, whoever are around us, with them we have to relate by sparing them and their freedom as well as commanding, demanding them. So too, we have to spare, protect our own freedom, same time doing what we are supposed to do. That complete clarity the Shastras give us when we keep on studying. If this is not understood, then we bind ourselves to others, we try to bind others to us. Thus, both become stagnant in the evolution. Now, to this pleading of Vashishtha ji, sorry, the Dasharatha ji, first Vishwamitra ji becomes annoyed, disturbed, angry. He just says, "It's okay, I'm leaving now." Then Vasishtha ji takes over, convinces Raja Dasharatha. That's what in the 9th Sarga we chanted yesterday. Today we will see Shloka by Shloka. In our this effort of 1 hour of Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Adhyana Prayatnam, we are chanting every shloka, seeing the meaning, knowing the story, learning any of the Laukika performances we have to learn. So to learning how to rethink, readjust our inner personality in its intentions or attitudes or variety of emotions. So too, as the subject or the text moves ahead in the Samvada of Sri Vashishthaji, Sri Ramaji, will be taught all the sublime contemplative arts by which what is Satya and Asatya, Nitya, Nitya, thus what is Mukti giving and binding involvements, pursuits, every one of them will be so beautifully covered. So let us enjoy by being so regular in studying this great Shastra. If the book also is in front, if you are also joining in chanting, if you are looking at the book while the mantras are explained, this Diksha becomes more fulfilling. Choice is yours. Now, what is in the 9th Sarga? Let us see. Om Atha Navama Sargaha Shri Valmiki Ruvacha. Shri Valmiki ji is telling Raja Arishtanemi as well as Bharadwaja ji ki tat shrutva vachanam tasya sneha paryakulekshanam समन्युः कौशिको वाक्यं प्रत्युवाच महीपतिं tasya vasanam tat shrutva. Having heard his words. Whose words and what were the words like? Sneha paryakulekshanam. See how absolutely same is the first shloka of second chapter Gita. And tam tadha kripaya vishtam ashrupurna kulekshanam. Here also tachrutva vachanam tasya sneha paryakulekshanam. In Gita, Arjuna himself was in that cry, wanting to run away from the Yuddha. Here the father Dasharatha was Snehaparya Akula Ikshanam. His eyes were so disturbed and agitated, even tears because of his Sneha to Rama. With those eyes, tears, empathy seeking emotion, the words, whatever Dasharatha spoken, having heard all of them, Mahipatim to that Raja Dasharatha Kaushikaha, this Kushika Gotrodbhavaha, Vishwamitraji Pratyuvacha, he replied, Samanyuhu with anger. He got the anger that time because he has put up the case with all the exhaustive details. If somebody is not mature to understand intellectually, brings his own mind and emotion and attachment, tries to thwart it, obviously one becomes angry to sort out the issue. Then what did he say? Straight away. Karishyami iti samshrutya pratignyam. I will do in this way you have done the pratignya. Karishyami iti प्रतिज्ञाम संश्रुत्या प्रतिज्ञा को सुनाकर कि मैं करके रहूंगा हातुमर्हसि सह भवान and that pratigna you are not doing it, not fulfilling it, you are giving it up, you are destroying that pratigna. Your expression is like this: kesari bhutva murgatam iva vanchasi. One side you want to be like the kesari, the lion inside, but outside you just want to live life like a mruga, a small deer only. Or kesari bhutva murgatam iva vanchasi, being a kesari or the lion, you want to become like a deer only. That you did pratigna and you are wanting to destroy the pratigna done by you only. Okay? Then having said these two, third thing Vishwamitraji says, Raghavanam ayukta ayam kulasya asya viparyayaha. Ravanam kulasya asya viparyayaha ayuktaha. For the people who are born in the Raghukula, Raja Raghu was the great one. That's why Raghukula Tilak, Raghu Maharaj. Great king, so much of dharma sthapana, so much of great things he has done. Big stories are there about him. And before that, the Ikshvaku Kula Ityadi. So, to you people belonging to Raghukula, I am Viparyayaha na yuktaha. This Viparyaya, this going against or away from, fulfilling the promise doesn't suit. So this one in Tulsi mein Raghukula Riti Sada Chali Aayi. In that way Tulsidas ji wrote Pran Jaya Par Bachan Na Jaya. So Raghukul में ये जचता नहीं कि you promise and you are not fulfilling it. In that way, everywhere we have to be careful in giving the promise and fulfilling. Especially as a Raja or as a powerful person, either don't be in a hurry to promise. Listen the whole thing, then say कि इतना कर सकता हूँ, इतना नहीं. Or if you have promised, come what may, we have to fulfill. No, in general, this type of life of committing and fulfilling the commitment is called as vrata or anushtana, which grows in us one very typical peculiar power. That power is called a willpower. Intensifying the willpower like that, one can even cross the Maya to reach Paramatma. On the other hand, the opposite of that, fulfilling, not keeping the promise, giving the word and not fulfilling it, weakens our willpower, with which even small little things also we will not be able to accomplish generally. But here, that philosophy Vishwam is not talking. तुम्हारे कुल में जजता नहीं है के श्री राघवाणाम अयुक्त अयम कुलस्य अस्य विपर्ययः देन न कदाचन जायन्ते शीतांशोः उष्मरश्मयः. So in the moon rays, you cannot find the hot body burning rays. Okay, from the moon, the hot rays never come. It is against. It is opposite to the nature. In the same way, for the people of Raghukula, not fulfilling promise never suits. यदि तुम न क्षमः राजन. Oh Raja, truly if you say you are not capable of helping me in this way by sending Rama, Gamishyami yatha agatam. As from where I came, I am going. Go. Then he says, Hina prajnaha pratignya, sorry. Hina pratignya means nashta pratignya, means did pratigna but has not fulfilled. In that way, he kakutstha vamshastha, Dasharatha, sukhi bhava sabandavaha. With your children, wife, all the family, enjoy your family. But there will be one kalanka that you have not fulfilled your pratigna. Here I go. In this way, Vishwamitraji in few words, because what he had to say earlier only he said. Then having Dasharatji, having heard all that, has put so strongly these words. Right? What Dasharatji's powerful words were, if you insist on taking Rama, take it as good that I am dead, I am killed. In our today's language, कसम की बात, मेरे ऊपर कसम अगर आप राम को ले जाए तो मान लो कि मैं मर गया हूँ. You know, in many of the domestic activities also interactions में ये मरने मारने की प्रतिज्ञाएं you keep on doing, you know, people do it. So to here, Dasharatji becoming emotional says that I can't be without Rama. It is as good as my own death if you take Rama. I can't be without him, even a movement. All those things we have already seen. 2 days we studied that Sarga. Now the idea is what anybody can do. You know, in this country, any time of the history, especially last 2-3 thousand years, 2,000 years, more so 1,000 years. So many of the pioneers have come, especially religiously, spiritually. And the peak of the voice, they shouted to restore Sanatana Dharma, to bring it to its glory. But the Hindus are always sleepy type. I know they are very timid, very bhogi type, very weaklings. They have not paid heed to the shoutings of these great Mahatmas. That is why we are always weak. Which is a Mahatma, right from our known information of 6th to 7th century, Sri Adi Shankar se lekar, that we all have supported them, all Hindus. We are not, we only selfish. A handful of them have done. उससे कहाँ काम बनेगा? The Shankaras, the Ramanujas, the Madhvas, you know, of that traditional type of yogis, gurus. The other side, the Vivekanandas, the Ramana Maharshis, the Aurobindos, the Pujya Gurudevs. Vivekananda ji to kaha, give me 100 men and women of muscles of iron and nerves of steel. I will change the whole world, he said. Where did he get? Darpok. Even in other developmental things also, we were kamzor. But somehow last 150 70 years, something is happening that Indians are becoming a little active. Therefore, materialistically, we are growing. Spiritually also, not sufficiently, but little happening. Yet the Mahatmas keep on coming tirelessly. They make the roar of lions. Some people who listen, they come out. Others are in their own gufa of artha kama bhoga, they keep sleeping. That is a problem. Then like Vaashishtha Vishwamitraji, what they will do? ठीक है रहो तुम्हारे भोग में मैं तो चला. Isn't it? Mahatmas, how many of they come? Even now they are working in front of our eyes, even subtly also. To this Dharma Moksha Marga, the entire Hindus wake up, whole world can be put on right track. It starts with me, the first person singular. Then everyone should think like that. I'm just telling, you know, when it is an attachment, even the great king like Dasharatha also can become an obstruction for establishing dharma by removing the adharmic Rakshasas. He becomes obstacle. There is Rama, who is capable, but there is an obstruction who is called his own father. But there are gurus who promise your son will be given back to you after bringing out of that stony sun an idol worthy of worship by the whole world. But सुनने को राजी नहीं. But somehow Dasharatha has surrendered to Vaashishtha ji. Therefore, Vaashishtha ji's words worked. वो होने से पहले की बात हम कह रहे हैं. That's what I was saying last 2 days back. Every school college of India should have the lectures by Mahatmas who inspire them in ultimate spirituality as well as dharma. Then showing the shortcomings, problems, losing of abilities, capacities, mutual quarrels because of artha kama pursuit. Then everyone will become great Mahatma. Why only few should become? Few are becoming by chance because of many lives of their sadhana. What are we doing? You know, we have to bring those things. Every college, school, every parent should send their children to the list. At least उनको information तो हो जाए. From that information, at least few can get the conviction, then that inspiration to take up such life, isn't it? If not immediately, having gone through the routine for some time, you know, slowly those things should be incorporated in our constitution. Thank God I've heard today just now that what is the socialist to secular words, stupid words which are added in 1984, 85, and now 84, 83, 82 by the at the time of emergency for personal selfish reasons by the then useless government. They are slowly challenged now in the court. Remove them and then introduce. Teach them Rama, teach them Krishna, teach them Arjuna, teach them Ekalavya, teach them Prahlad, teach them the best Nachiketa. That every child, parent should not be an obstruction in the spiritual evolution of children. It's a Maha Papa. Think about it very cool way. Hmm. How many bhoga vastus we have provided to our children? How many of the good shastras or some japamala or puja samagri we have given them as gift and told them make use of it. But is that not the proof that what we are training the children in? सब ऐसे ही कर रहे बस. आपके बच्चे अभी 40-30 साल के उम्र के हैं. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स स्पिरिचुअल गिफ्ट्स यू गेव, spiritual guidances we gave, spiritual compulsions we have put on them powerfully, vehemently, not even 1%. Then how do they grow spiritually? And spiritual growth is not contradictory to the material growth. It in fact adds the honesty, non-corruption, beauty, and right way of using of that wealth and arthakama adi, along with giving the highest vision. Hmm. Dasharatha Maharaj. So ठीक है, you be happy with your children. हीना प्रज्ञ बनकर रहो, मौजा कर, मैं जा रहा हूँ. When Vishwamitraji said like that, then what happened? Sri Valmiki Ruvacha. Valmiki is telling, Tasmin Kopa Parite, Atha Vishwamitre Mahatmani. That Mahatma Vishwamitra was full of that anger. Chachala Vasudha Krutsna. The entire Bhumi started doing the Kampanam. The earth was quaking only. Suranscha Bhayamavishat. Even the Devatas also were afraid. Suranscha. Because the Sura Karya is to remove the Asuras. That is done through Rama only. No, Rama is not being sent by Dasharatha. तो कार्य का विघ्न हो जाएगा. They were that way. Or Vishwamitra may even curse the Devatas because they are not helping. Rama is Devata. So that was a scene. Then what happened? Krodha abhibhutam vijnaya. Seeing that he is overpowered by the anger, who is he? Jagan Mitra. Jagat is Vishwa. Jagan Mitra is Vishwamitra. Jagan Mitram Mahamunim, seeing overpowered, overwhelmed with the anger, seeing that great saint Vishwamitraji, then Vasishtha Vakyam Abravit. Bolo Shri Vasishtha Bhagavan ki Jai. The three adjectives used by Valmiki ji for Shri Vasishtha ji is Dhrutiman, Suvrataha, Dhiman. Dhrutiman, the one who has got Dhruti, fortitude, total hold. Then Dhiman, highly wise. Dhi is Buddhi, Buddhi is knowledge. So Dhiman, Dhrutiman, and then Suvrataha. Suvrataha is he takes up great vratas and he fulfills them 100%. Such a Dhiman, knowledgeable, Suvrataha, well committed, so too Dhrutiman, who has got great fortitude. Such great Vasishtaji takes the mic and addresses Dasharatha ji. Now देखो यहाँ text में भी when it comes to Vasishta ji's name, Shri Vasishta Uvacha is the Guru of the Shastra. So Shri Vasishta Uvacha. Vasishta ji addressing now Dasharatha ji. एक थॉट जस्ट लाइक केम. कोई भी किसी का पति पत्नी पुत्र पिता भाई बंधु फॉर ओनली वन लाइफ. अदरवाइज एवरी जीवा is coming and going, is independent, struggling for his own evolution. In whichever the relation, they are there with us in our life. If we help them in their evolution, that punya comes to us also. If we block their evolution, that papa also comes to us. Isn't it? वो भुगतना पड़ेगा हमको. Keep in mind. Only for this life. Mitra, Bandhu, everyone. For example, do we remember any of our earlier lives relations? आगे कौन होंगे अगले जन्म में? ऋण अनुबंध. Those runas, those prarabdhas get cleared only through this type of relations. Therefore, those characters come in our life in those relations. That's it. वो पुत्र के रूप में आएगा तभी उसके लिए मेरा मेरे लिए उसका जो परस्पर ऋण है क्लियर हो जाएगा. Therefore he comes. अगर it clears as a brother, he'll come as brother. And while being in this very life also, you can see there are some brothers as joint family stay 70-80 years together. So उतना उनका ऋणानुबंध है. In other cases, you see, by the age of 10 only, एक भाई को उस हॉस्टल में डाल दिया, दूसरे को इसमें. Once in a while only they meet. Throughout life. नाम के वास्ते भाई भाई. That is the only, that much only is there ऋणानुबंध. कोई घरों में ऐसा था, thick relation, brother, brother. But once married or something happens, issue, they become bitter enemy. So to those two jivas, both positive negative, दोनों ऋणानुबंध क्लियर करने का हिसाब है. That is how they are there. So to wife husband, they are loving also, few years of marriage, thereafter bitter, inimical, fighting, non-tolerating. These all should not make us think, understand only superficially. We should go deeply. What is the meaning? What is the cause of it? Cause is not only to rectify those things with our capacity, but the cause means, oh, this is how the beings come together and get separated. Nothing permanent. Therefore, only three things are there: dharma, seva, prema. Third one is helping in evolution. Any other thing is bondage, mutual. These teachings have to be given right from beginning. Reference all our Purana Itihasas. Examples, logics, quotations. Now, what Vaashishtha says, let's see. See, he is praising Dasharatha first. Ikshvakunam kule jatah. You are born in Ikshvaku kula. That is all great blessings. Like we are all born as Hindus in India. Great adrushtam, and born in such family where some samskaras we are given for spirituality. It's a fortune. And later on, got in touch with some gurus, mahatmas. We can't neglect them. We neglect them. That is why always sleeping and suppressed is the spiritual seeker in us. इसलिए every day we are telling each other the 9 identities of ours. So Ikshvakunam kule jataha sakshat dharma vaparaha. So far you lived like you yourself as the Murtiman other dharma. Dharma along with the Dharmaraj, the Yama, matlab Dharma Devata, you are Apara Devata only. Like we said, Apara Kubera, lot of wealth. Main Kubera is there. He is as rich as a Kubera only. There is one young boy in one of the countries. How much of lakhs of dollars of money has got? क्या करना पता ही नहीं, इधर फेंकता रहते हो पैसे चिल्ला. You see in one of these Google में अपरा कुबेर है. विचित्र, अकेला है, कोई नहीं है. So much of wealth, बाप रे. He throws the money, फिर भी नहीं होता. अपरा कुबेर. So you are अपरा dharma. You are dharma murtiman on the earth. Then Bhavan Dasharatha Shriman. Your name is Dasharatha Shriman with all the Sadguna Sampada. Trailokya Guna Bhushitaha. You have all the gunas of all the three lokas as your own Bhushana Alankar. You know? There are Bhushana means Abhushana, ornaments. The dresses are ornaments, the cosmetics are ornaments, the ornaments are ornaments. But more greater ornaments than all of them are Sadgunas. You are Sad Triloka Guna Bhushita in all the three worlds. Whatever Sadgunas are there, you are adorning them. Then Dhrutiman, you are also full of Dhruti, form in your inner personality to withstand to any afat, inner or outer, and ready to do anything required when you are called for. That's called Dhrutiman. Dhrutiman you are. Suvrataha bhutva. You are suvrataha. You also have fulfilled all your vratas time and again. Bhutva na dharmam hatum arhasi. So you don't deserve to give up the dharma. So Vasishthaji is reminding Dasharathaji of his all great qualities, which were overpowered by this time's emotion, attachment to Rama. So Dhrutiman Suvratah Bhutva Dharmam na hatum arhasi. You cannot give up the dharma. What is dharma here? Fulfilling the promise done or kept. Keeping up the promise. Then Trishu Lokeshu Vikhyataha Dharmena Yashasa Yutaha. You are very famous in all the three worlds with your Yashaha. Where from that is Dharmena. धर्म पालन से ही तुम तीनों लोकों में विख्यात. No, if that only goes away. So the question answered, whether it is a question of the Karunya or the question of Sutikshna. Isn't it? It is being answered here. Unless we live life of dharma and purify our hearts, we cannot be qualified for moksha. And unless our goal of life is moksha through the practice of dharma, we are not human beings evolving. We become victim to artha and kama. Life is wasted. We have to be little matured to understand. Even to listen to these things, contemplate on them, grasp the deep thought that is conveyed, we have to be somewhat matured. That also comes again only through regular Shastra Shravana, being in the company of Mahatmas. वो भी हर जन्म में. What we heard from our Gurus, Acharyas in our earlier lives gave us some maturity with which in this life we are able to listen these things. These listenings, these thinkings, even to little extent, whatever understandings, acceptances happen, they help us in the next life to take up the next step. In this very life also it can be. When I say next life, doesn't mean next only. It can be this also. Only to say next or next life, to what is the meaning of it is? It is continuous effort. वो बताने के लिए होता है. इस जन्म में नहीं होता है ऐसा नहीं कह रहे. कभी भी हो सकता है. करोगे तो. So you are having your kirti in Yasha because of following the dharma. How do you break that dharma? Dhrutiman suvrataha bhutva dharmam hatum na arhasi. Trishu lokeshu vikhyataha. Dharmena yashasa yutaha. Your name and fame in all three worlds is because of your dharmic life. Why the whole world is respecting India and Prime Minister is only because of one thing, the dharma. What is the dharma there? I am Prime Minister, I have to serve my nation selfless. That's it. Selfless service to dharma. As regards serving the nation is concerned, the country being so big, population being so much, variety is so much, then the implementation part में it is a continuous, relentless thinking, planning, executing, adding, deleting. अब ये चलता ही रहता है वो. It's not one or two things ना. वो sympathy you have to have. Sometimes the decisions may not be perfect, ultimate, but the intention, isn't it? You have to see that. I was just seeing continuously the Pakistan elections and the way of the votes counting. It was so laughable है ना. मार्केट से सब्जियां सब लाकर एक बोरी में नीचे डाल के अलग अलग करते हैं ना, बैंगन, टमाटर, प्याज वगैरह That way they are counting. See our how systematic, our wonderful was our that other day the things in few states that happened. Now the parliament elections will come in 3 months' time. Before April it will happen. Uh, and the way, the killings, the corruptions, the horse tradings or those terrible plannings by the army somehow to bring that person to become PM. And these people on the independent way, they have won. Now they have to, क्या chaotic है देखो 22 करोड़ 24 करोड़ लोग, we have 142 crores, 140 crore. It is not only one prime minister. I'm telling, all of us are having that beauty more, little ugliness, which is confusing. If that also goes away through Shastra Adhenam and keeping Dharma and Moksha as the goal, never ever we do wrong. Artha Kama should not be the goal. Kama is my power, my position. I should be famous. I should be known to everyone. Whatever funny thing it is. Yeah. Vasishtha ji says कि स्वधर्मम प्रतिपद्यस्व. You just fulfill your swadharma. Na dharmam hatum arhasi. Again in 3 shlokas, third time he says, don't give up sticking to your dharma. Fulfilling your dharma. He Dasharatha, munehe tribhuvaneshasya vachanam kartum arhasi. So munehe tribhuvaneshasya. This Muni, Vishwamitra, is the Ishvara of all the 3 bhuvanas. His vachana, what he asked you, you must do it. So, see the technique of Vasishthaji. He praised Dasharatha's qualities. He praised that you are great in the world because of your dharma palana. Now he suggests you should not give up dharma for every of the reasons or no reasons. Therefore, this is Trivana Ishvara is this Muni. You must do what he says. Because Dasharathaji may not know the deeper inner powers, qualities of Vishwamitra. Vashishthaji very well knows. Therefore, दशरथ जी के तरफ से भी बोलना, लोक कल्याण हेतु के दृष्टि से भी बोलना, सो टू द वन हु हैज कम, उनका भी गरिमा एक स्थान है, उनके दृष्टि से भी बताना है. मुने है त्रिभुवन ईशस्य वचनम कर्तुम अर्हसि. श्री अर्जुन करिष्ये वचनम तव. Because Lord Krishna is Tribhuvan Ishvara, it has been shown to Arjuna in the Vishwarupa. Okay. Now see, देखो like in कठोपनिषद की तरह करिष्यामि इति संश्रुत्य, I will definitely do like that, having said, having made him here, having done the promise, tat te rajan akurvata. And you don't keep on that promise, hey Raja, what will happen to you? Ishtapurtam haret dharmam. That non-fulfilling of the promise will destroy all these 3 things. The Ishta, the Purta, as well as Dharma so far done. इसलिए देखो लोग में you have done 10 good things to a person. 11th time you have done something bad. That fellow forgets all the 10 goods done. He remembers only the bad. This is the whole world works like that only. Therefore, so far you might have done dharma, but this one adharma takes away all that dharma. This is one. Second is ishtapurta. Ishta is all the yagna yaga you have done, uska phal waiting for you. Purtam, all the social services you have done of Vapi, Kupa, Tadagadi. Uska punya waiting for you. Both of them will be going away. ये होता है कि नहीं in the world also. If somebody is proved to be guilty or wrong, whatever awards earlier given to him, the Arjuna awards, the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan और गोल्ड मेडल, सिल्वर मेडल, है ना, जब डोपिंग टेस्ट में लोग फेल होते हैं ना, तो वो ले लेते हैं वापस. Isn't it? मैन ऑफ द मैच कैंसिल होता है, विनिंग भी डूल डिक्लेयर करता है कि लूजिंग. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स इन स्पोर्ट्स वी हैव सीन इट in every of the departments? Don't we see the demotions or the suspensions or rustications, impeachments? क्या क्या नहीं होते. You have to understand all that. The meaning of Ishtapurtam. Same thing was told by the wives and matris of Yamadharmaraj. That वैश्वानरः अतिथि वैश्वानरः प्रविशति अतिथिर् ब्राह्मणो गृहान् तस्यैतां शान्तिं कुर्वन्ति हर वैवस्वतोदकम्. If you don't do आशा प्रतीक्षे संगतं सुनृताम इष्टापूर्तम पुत्र पशूंश सर्वान्, all the 8 of them, एतद् वृङ्क्ते पुरुषस्य अल्पमेधसः यस्य अनश्नन् वसति ब्राह्मणो गृहे. The one in his whose house a brahmana stays without eating the food of that grahastha, these 8 riches, 8 fames, 8 glories go away. Here Dasharatha is hinted by Vaashishtha that your Ishta Phala Yagnagadi, Purta Phala social service, Dharma Phala, all of that will be taken away. Therefore, Ishtapurtam Haret, even Dharmam also Haret. Therefore, what is my suggestion? Tasmat Ramam Visarjaya. Undoubtedly send Rama. Don't have attachment to Rama. Let Rama be left or sent with Vishwamitraji. Okay. Then Ikshvaku Vamsha Jatosi. You are born in Ikshvaku Vamsha. Always when we are weak because our own present weakness is status of mind, what gives us wisdom and strength to take right decision is our identity. So you belong to Ikshvaku Vamsha. Swayam Dasharathopi, and you are famous as Dasharatha. Your name stands for the Dharma Palana throughout. Then Na Palayasi Ched Vakyam, and if you don't follow the promise given by you, Kaha Apara Palayish, then who else will fulfill their promises? Including who else will stick to Dharma is equal to everyone will be doing the adharma. And thus, Yatha Raja Tatha Praja, or Yadyad Acharati Shreshtaha Tattat Eva Itaraha Jana. Do you know? This is the one and the only reason because of which all the 3 times Lord Rama gave up Sita ji. First in the Agni, because he is a Raja. If he does wrong, Praja do the same. Second time leaving her at Valmiki ashram, because people will follow him even if he is not guilty, but in the minds of people it is there. And even third time after Kushalava Janma and all of that. What is it? I am Raja. If something is wrong from my side, whether it is right or it is truly done or not, others will take it for granted. But Sita ji is not wrong, she is pure, she knows it, you know it, maximum know it. Only few are the ones who made the comment. Bhagavan says, no matter. I came to live and show Dharma, establish Dharma. That is more important to me than me or Sita or our being together. Nothing is important. These are all very sublime, matured understandings to which we, the useless fellows of Kali Yuga, are very, very far away. इतने सूक्ष्म थोड़े धर्म के चीजें ही हमको समझ में नहीं आते, एक्सेप्ट नहीं होते. And we just boast that we are talking on Upanishads, the Brahma Vidya, Tattva Vidya. Sab natak hai. Simple natak. And that is proved also. Ki not even little transformation How many our Shastras we study and all. Life starts with Dharma, spiritual life. You know? Lot of things I'm curtailing to speak to take the topic ahead, but main thing we are seeing the words of Vaashishtha. Aparaha, your subordinates, do you think they'll follow? Yata Raja Tata Praja. Yadyat Shrestha Acharati Tatat Eva Itara Jana. Isn't it? Therefore, Yushvad Adi Pranitena Vyavaharena. The Vyavaharas done by people like you only, Jantavaha Maryadam Navimunchant. Maryada here is Dharma Maryada. Taking you as an example only, the other beings stick to the Dharma Maryada, don't compromise with the two. No, that powerful, you being an example. Na tam na hatum tomara. See, you yourself do the ullangana of that Maryada of Dharma, then you are becoming wrong example. You are setting a wrong trend to the world. Again, a minute of talk regarding our own इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एवरीथिंग है ना. ऊपर वाले जो सेट करेंगे नीचे वाले वही फॉलो करो, है ना. जस्ट ब्यूटीफुल नो. लास्ट 10 years you see, is there any घोटाला happening, any of my mismanagement of the powers or money? Because yatha raja tatha the anuyayins. It's, we have to observe it. In the other governments, known are 3 or 4% of scams, unknown are 97%. From the top to the bottom. If how many lakhs crores of IMF loan we have cleared, defense wise, every wise, so much investments which otherwise 100 साल में भी नहीं हो सकते थे, 10 साल में हो रहा है. यथा राजा तथा प्रजा. See, you have to appreciate wherever good is there and join hands. आप जब रोते रहते हैं कि करप्ट पॉलिटिशियन है करके, और जब अच्छे लोग हैं तो फिर उसका एंजॉय करो, उनका सपोर्ट करो ना. In life also, all my friends, relatives are more useless than me. Now, in your life, now the gurus have come, Mahatmas have come, co-sadhakas have come. Use up that na. So, uska use karo fir. Isn't it? Very careful. Seeing you only, there is dharma maryada kept up by other people. You yourself don't break dharma maryada. You always stand as an example for others. So, Yushmad Adi Pranitena Vyavaharena Jantavaha Maryadam Navi Munchanti. Tam Naha Tum Tomarhasi. Okay. See? Guptam Purusha Simhena. Now he is addressing Dasharathaji, telling the glory of Vishwamitraji. Guptam Purusha Simhena Jalanena Amrutam Yatha Krutastram Akrutastram Va Nainam Shakshyanti Rakshasa. Like there is an Amrita, but all around is a terrible fire. Can anybody go and touch that Amrita? So your son Rama is like Amrita. Around him is the Bhayankara Agni, is the Vishwamitra Tejas. With this Vishwamitra Tejas Rupi Agni around, your son like Amrita inside. He is with or without astrams. No Rakshasa can pierce through that Agni to touch your son Rama. What a confidence Vasishthaji has on the Vishwamitraji's Tapo Shakti. Purusha Simha hai, protected by. Gupta means protected by. Guptam Purusha Simhena. Example is Jvalanena Amrita. Fire in between the Amrita is protected. Yatha Krutastram Akrutastram va. Whether your son has got Astra Shastra or not. Naivam Shakshanti Rakshasaha. Rakshasas can dare not touch your son. My assurance it is. Then more praise of Vishwamitraji by Vasishtaji. How come all these terrible, terrific, powerful powers are there with Vishwamitraji? Ki Esha Vigravan Dharma. We see in Valmiki Ramayana, Maricha praises Rama. When Ravana comes taking his help, asking for help, Ki Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. So here विश्वामित्र जी को कह रहे के बारे में कह रहे वशिष्ठ जी कि दिस विश्वामित्र इज विग्रहवान धर्म इज द एम्बॉडीमेंट ऑफ धर्म एष विग्रहवान धर्म इज दट ऑल नो एष वीर्यवताम वर now he is a sadhu brahmana brahmarshi but his all powers are intact viryavatam varaha best among all the powerful people then buddhyadika loke in the whole world, there is nobody who is having adhika buddhi than him. Knowledge, wisdom. So too, tapasa amcha parayanam. If you want to give an example of a great tapasvi, it is Vishwamitra. So ye jo buddhyadishu cha loke, ye we chant every day also during our Vishwamitra stuti. Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Rama. These 4 stutis we do every day, no? Usme ye aata hai. सो ज्ञानियों में श्रेष्ठ तपस्वियों में श्रेष्ठ ये तो विग्रह है तपस धर्म का देन वीर्यता में भी श्रेष्ठ विश्वामित्र जी नो सच ए पावरफुल श्लोका हियर इन विच वी आर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड अबाउट विश्वामित्र जी शुड इट नॉट बिकम इंस्पिरेशन टू अस तपस्या में भी वीर्य में भी ज्ञान में भी एंड ऑल्सो बुद्धि में भी डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट हिम So, Esha Vigrahan Dharmaha, Esha Viryavatam Varaha, Esha Buddhi Adhikaha Loke. Finally, Tapasamcha Parayanam. Among all the tapaswins, he is the greatest one. He is an example for tapasya. Then, not only that, Esha Astram Vividham Vetti. He knows many Astra Shastras. Trailokya Sacharachare. न एतद् अन्यः पुमान् वेत्ति न च वेत्स्यति कश्चन the number of astra shastra which Vishwamitra ji knows nobody in the world right now know it in the future also nobody can know all of that he'll give to your son you know this project of Agnivira so powerful it is in the training the youngsters become Deshabhakta, self-disciplined, physically fit, employment भी मिल रहा है भगवान की कृपा है those youngsters who are not able to get qualified that way jobs go there that is not lesser than this but there is a welcome board आगे आगे फिर उनको बाकी चीजें भी सिखाए जाएंगे so that the human resource is harnessed great projects such ones same thing should be done for the retired people also for 5 years 58 retired or 60 up to 65 either become completely a tapasvi spiritual or use that years to serve नहीं तो जल्दी ओल्ड हो जाएंगे लेजी हो जाएंगे और विक्टिमाइज्ड बाय ऑल बैड हैबिट्स आई मीन बैड इन्वॉल्वमेंट्स वर्थलेस इन्वॉल्वमेंट्स precious time it is crucial time I feel somebody should come in future who will tap this great resource of retired people 5 साल भी लगा दो बस मेरा बस चले मैं तो हजारों आश्रम खोलता हूँ for the retired people upasana japa yagna they are taught so they do it for the loka kalyanam Vishwa Shanti, Adhyatmika Pragati. Huh? Idea, if it has to manifest, it should be given wings and hands planning. Hoga, not an easy task, but not impossible. See the Rama Mandir. 3 साल पहले how was Ayodhya? But the idea, development, planning, execution, see the bhavyata of the mandir. That should be example that if you want to achieve, anything can be achieved. That great 56 minutes video of our Prime Minister, few years back, he gives the examples of Ekalavya and all of that. He says, we are such Bharatiyas, for us nothing is impossible. Wonderful it is. Sunlo, powerful. Anybody. So many Astra Shastras he knows. Nobody in the world knows now. In future also कोई नहीं जान सकेगा. ना एतद् अन्यः पुमान् वेत्ति. Other than him, nobody knows so many Astra Shastra. Na cha vetsyati in future also kaschana koi. Then na devaha, no devatas, na rishayaha, no other rishis, na asuraha, asuras, na cha rakshasaha, rakshaso mein nagaha, नागास यक्षाः यक्षास गंधर्वाः गंधर्वास समेताः मुनेः सदृशाः. सब इकट्ठा में या होलसेल में मिलकर none of them are equivalent to this Vishwamitra Muni in these all things. Astra Shastra में. Again the same thing, that very regularly social media में भेजने वाला. एक आदमी इतने ऊपर के भारी, and all that IND block, सब हम जो उतारेंगे भरा देंगे ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर को ये भी. Who that dialogue in the parliament, एक बंदा सबके ऊपर भारी पड़ा. That's really powerful. Huh? We are not talking about person. We sadhu sannyasi never talk about persons. We talk about personalities. Anybody can become that. We never talk about persons. Personality. Here also, सबके भारी एक विश्वामित्र जी. Who are the others? Deva, Rishi, Asura, Rakshasa, Naga, Yaksha, Gandharva. सब मिलकर भी they are not equal to this Muni in Astra Shastra. The other things of his Tapashakti, this Vidya, his Dhruti, वो है ही. वो तो उन लोगों में तो है भी नहीं, वो कम है. Therefore, so he says, Astram Asmai Kushashvena Paraihi Paramadurjayam Kaushikaya Puradattam Yada Rajyam Samanvagat. So, Krutashva is the one when Vishwamitra was Raja, all these great Astra Shastras are given to him. Tehi putraha krushashvasya prajapati sutopamaha enam anvacharan viraha deeptimantaha maha ojasaha. All the Astra Shastras are the children of that Krushashva, and he has given them to be the Anuyayis, to be the followers of Vishwamitra. So they all Astra Shastra ke roop mein, the Krushashva's putras, they always follow him. They are under his command. In this way, having said so, then some things are told which have a reference in other Puranas ityadi. Having said so, that finally the Vaashishtha ji tells Dasharatha ji, therefore, don't become Deenata, become Deena, don't become Mudha, just to give Rama. What he says is, so there is Jaya and Suprabha. They are all Daksha's daughters. So they have 100 children. So they are all the embodiments of the Astra Shastra only. Then The Daksha's daughters, the Jaya Subhadra, they have done lot of tapasya. With that, they got the children. All the children are symbols of astras only. All those astra shastras are under the command of Vishwamitra. They are very sublime things. Like our NSG for our India and the Home Minister or the Prime Minister. They are human astras. They're very powerful human astra. Their intelligence, their all. Oh, what a coordination is happening at the national level. Unimaginable. You can't think. I was happy today to see the courage of giving Bharat Ratna to 3 people. you know, PVNR को दे दिया. His son, grandchildren are so happy now. चौधरी साहब को दे दी. His son now is joining. मैं कि डरता हूँ मनमोहन को नहीं दे बाबा, वो भेज देते हो जाएगा भारत रत्न का. Wonderful. So finally he says, Evam Viryo Mahateja Vishwamitra Jagan Muni. Greatest of the Munis and greatest of the Tejas Wala is this Vishwamitraji. Therefore, na Rama Gamane Buddhim Viklavam Kartumarhasi. Therefore, don't shake your intellect regarding Rama being sent with Vishwamitra. Undoubtedly, send him, nothing wrong will happen. All fears which you have are all meaningless, impossible, such things happen. Vishwamitra will protect him. And your personal attachment, and that you have to answer it. That is your bevakufi. Then Asmin Mahasattvatame Munindre Stite Samipe. When this Mahasattva Yukta Munindra Vishwamitriji is there around, Purushasya Sadhoho, who is a Purusha, Mahasadhu, Praptepi Mrutyau, Amarattvamet. Even the Mrutyu comes. Okay, na? Dead person also becomes Amrita Sarupa. Such is the power of Vishwamitra. Therefore, Ma Dinatam Gacha Yathavimuda. Like a deluded person, don't enter into that Dina Sthiti of helplessness too, because of attachment to Rama, taking a wrong decision of not sending him, even though you have promised. And Vishwamitraji deserves Rama, and Rama can accomplish the thing. This is how Dasharatha is praised, his name and fame is praised. He is strongly told to follow the dharma. You also belong to Ikshvaku Vamsha, Raghuvamsha, ityadi. Then Vishwamitraji is praised, his powers are praised. With that, safety and security of Rama is assured. Therefore, give up all those doubts, suspicions, reluctances, fears. Just stick to the dharma of fulfilling the promise done. प्रॉमिस किया हो ना किया फिर भी राम को भेजना ही है. दिस इज द एडवाइस ऑफ द गुरु वशिष्ठ जी, कुल गुरु पुरोहित इत्यादि. इति आर्षे वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये वैराग्य प्रकरणे वसिष्ठ समाश्वासन नाम नवम सर्गः. In this way, 9th sarga, where Vasishtha ji gives the education and assurance to Dasharatha ji to send Rama. Now in the Dashama Skandha, while Dasharatha ji agrees, calls for Rama, but now Rama will be in the Dina Hina Avastha. All of that will be told in this chapter. In what a Vishada Sthiti, like Arjuna is Rama here. Then slowly Raghava Shamashvasram starts happening from this chapter 11 se lekar ke. Okay. Then the variety of paritapas. Then Rama rejects all the Sampada and Lakshmi. He even talks about Jivita Garhanam. So many things. That is how Vairagya Prakaranam. Then the Ahankara Jugupsa you will see. Then comes to Chitta Dauratmya. What a powerful chapter. As I was requesting every day. Then we have to tune into the study of our Shastras, even to have a feel of it. After that feeling only, the sublimity, the subtlety, the garima of the Shastras will be able to grasp. उसके हमारा पूरा दिमाग माइंड सेट कुछ अलग ही होना है. आई एम बेगिंग भगवान फॉर मी एंड दोज हु आर रेगुलरली कमिंग टू गिव दैट हेड which is capable of grasping the subject of all Shastras which we are studying by entering into those modes. Like when you enjoy a movie, you have to be in that mood. When you enjoy a sports, that mood. When you have to enjoy food, उसका mood अलग है. When you enjoy travel, mood अलग होता है. So to deeply enjoy and get benefit of the Shastras Adhenam, we have to have that type of mood. When I say mood means the preparation of the mind, preparation of the intellect. Oh बाप रे, भगवान कृपा करके दे दो. We are studying but we are missing the joy. क्योंकि मेन चीज नहीं है ऐसा वाला दिल, वैसा वाला दिमाग, ऐसा वाला मन, ऐसा वाला प्रेम. Total dedication. Not an ordinary thing. We are studying Vaashishtha, we are studying Vishwamitra, we are studying Valmiki, we are studying DASHARATHA, we are studying Rama, we are studying Treta Yuga, we are studying Dharma, we are studying Moksha. As I read you, now the topics are each one. Trishna Bhanga wala chapter एक है. Then we have Kaya Jugupsa chapter एक है. Then we have Balya Jugupsa wala chapter. How important they are all. Then Yavana Garha, the youthhood is being, then Strik Jugupsa wala Sarga. Then we have also Jara Jugupsa. And then we have एक chapter talks. Then Kala Vilapa, how we delay doing our sadhana, etc. This first sarga talks all about that. Then Krutanta Vilapa means the मृत्यु जब कम आता है ले जाता है लाचार हो जाएंगे हम. Then Deva Durvilasam, even Devata lok में it is waste of time only, nothing but bhoga there, useless. Then Nishreyasa Virodhi Bhava Nityata Pratipada. Anything other than moksha is the virodhi that should never be practiced, which we are talking nowadays. Today's introduction. Then Sarva Bhava Avirata Viparyasa Pratipadana. क्या क्या टाइटल्स है एक एक टॉपिक का. ये वाला हम पढ़ रहे हैं तो हमको भगवान वो मूड देवे. So slowly we took 19 days today, concluded 9 sargas. Some tuning might have come to us regarding the text we are studying, Yoga Vasishtha. It's just beginning. And truly, if you want to engross in it, 4 or 5 rounds with Shraddha, we have to study the entire Shastra. Make around from 1390 days, we are studying Upanishads daily without break. After these many days, now slowly the Upanishad is trying to touch our heart. Means we are getting little that ability. 1490 days, 1390 days. So to how many times Bhagavad Gita has to be studied to feel even little what Krishna is saying. I hope you are catching what is meant. Okay, let us enjoy. Tomorrow, Rama will be invited and his different moods from tomorrow we will see which justify the title Vairagya Prakaranam. Great, they are all. I am so very delighted for taking up this text for study. Every Upanishad, Bhagavatam, Adhyatma Ramayanam, दे आर ऑल फुलफिलिंग, बट ये थोड़ा अलग ही विलक्षण फुलफिलमेंट लग रहा है। ओम नदक्र सूर्यो दाशरथाय विद्महे सीता तन्नो राम राम भार्याय तस्नो ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मलोकादेवी में। बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री वशिष्ठ महर्षि भगवान की जय। श्री विश्वामित्र महर्षि भगवान की, श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि भगवान की जय। श्री वामदेव भगवान की जय। श्री वेदव्यास भगवान की जय। श्री भारद्वाज महर्षि की जय। बोलो भाई समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता परंपरा की जय। समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतों की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति श्रुति माता की जय। बोलो वे समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। Thank you, dear friends, for without any question, obstruction, objection, you have agreed for the study of this great text and gave me an opportunity. I owe a lot to you. Please be with me or in this program. Let us study and grow together. आहा, इन ग्रंथों का कभी हिंदी में भी करने की इच्छा है, श्रोतागण अगर है मिले तो, है ना। स्तोत्र तो हम पढ़ ही रहे हैं, उपनिषदों का कम से कम 2-4 तो अवश्य हिंदी में हम अध्ययन करेंगे। देखो मेरे उद्देश्य में ईश कहना कठ प्रश्न, इन 4 उपनिषद जिनको हम आंग्ल भाषा में पढ़े लेकिन बिना भाष्य का, भाष्य के साथ हम हिंदी में करने का चेष्टा करेंगे, कभी न कभी होगा वो। बस यही एक है हमारे लिए सपोर्ट जो हमारे बुद्धि को निरंतर परमात्मा में रखेगा, शास्त्रों का अध्ययन। इन शास्त्र अध्ययन से परब्रह्म से हमारा परिचय नाता जुड़ता है, ईश्वर से हमारा परिचय नाता प्रेम बढ़ता है, गुरुओं से हमारा भक्ति श्रद्धा बढ़ेगा, जीवन का मुख्य लक्ष्य से भी हम जुड़ते रहेंगे, भीतर के मोह माया बाहर के आकर्षणों से भी हम अपने आप को बचाते रहेंगे। एनीवे नाउ ज्वाइन हो जाइएगा शिव भुजंग के लिए 5 मिनट में।